the system of exploitation and their political agents sitting in the government. CIT was born through intense struggle of Bijan working class movement with the call of unity and struggle.
After touching all the districts in Tamilnadu, covering 2,100 kilometers over 10 days, the Padayatra of the Center of Indian Trade Unions, CITU, concluded with a large public meeting in Trichy on May 30. This campaign journey started on May 20 with 7 groups and more than 300 volunteers travelled throughout. The Padayatra raised slogans and distributed pamphlets against price rise, unemployment, amendment of labour laws into pro-corporate laws, creation of non-permanent workers, the proliferation of contract labour and unfair exploitation of labour in the name of scheme workers. The Padayatra was enthusiastically welcomed in the stopovers with garlands, shawls, trophies and artis at many places. They were provided with refreshments and local varieties of fruits. Cultural performances ranging from folk to hip-hop were held, reiterating the attacks on the rights of the working class. They made 14-point demands. The Tamil Nadu State Secretary of CITU, Gopi Kumar, explains about their demands.
CITU campaign demands the rulers of the country as well as the state, BJP as well as the DMK to implement various welfare measures of the people of the country as well as the workers in particular, as well as in the farmers and workers, agricultural workers. The CITU demands, as per the decision of the All India Conference, the CITU demands the Modi government to repeal the 4 codes as well as 4 codes of the acts, industrial labor acts, as well as not to privatize the public sector units, as well as the other demand is that to implement the Indian Labour Conference recommendations on minimum wages, like 26,000 rupees per month or per mensum, and to fulfill the vacancies. Almost there are more than 10 lakh vacancies, PSUs or government and state government as well as central government bodies. So to fulfill the vacancies and to decrease the unemployment rate we demand, and mainly to arrest the price rise. The prices are skyrocketing, and to arrest this price rise and to reduce the, particularly mainly we demand to reduce the prices of the oil, petrol, gas as well as the diesel. And for the unorganized workers, Tamil Nadu State Committee of CITU demands the pension to be increased from 1,000 rupees to 3,000 rupees. To the unorganized workers, the benefits to be doubled. Twice it should be implemented to the unorganized workers, and most importantly, now the labor acts and as well as the benefits of the labor acts are not given to a major section of the major chunk of the workers. The government, central government as well as the state government are introducing scheme workers, who mainly 95% of the scheme workers are women workers. For them there are no safety at all. There are no safety measures are implementing, or even the labor acts not being implemented to these scheme workers, particularly Makkale Thedi Maruthuvam, ICDS, Anganwadi workers as well as the ASHA workers. They are the as per the state government's election manifesto, they said there should be, they will be, when they come to power, they will be regularizing their jobs, particularly Anganwadi as well as ASHA and Makkale Thedi Maruthuvam. But that election manifesto, that demand has not been implemented so far and not been fulfilled. So we demand the state government of Tamil Nadu to implement what they said in the election manifesto, to regularize the ASHA workers, ICDC workers, ICDS workers as well as the Makkale Thedi Maruthuvam workers. And last and not least, a new section is coming into the area of working class, that is gig workers as well as data entry workers, like that, without any protection for the ID Act as a State Union Act, particularly Swiggy workers, Zomato workers, Dunzo workers, and data entry operators who are working in Tamil Nadu state government's owned TAG TV, and these workers have not been under the protection of the ID Act or any. They are not getting any benefits of the ID Act or trade union acts, like essential trade union acts, like important trade union benefits like minimum wages, CL, EL, medical expenses or gratuity. And so we demand, the CI2, this Padayatra demands the state government, particularly central government, to regularize them as a workers, to announce them as a workers, and to recognize them as workers, and thereby they will be getting all the benefits of the Industrial Industrial Trade Union Act also. And with the 14 demands, we campaigned among the workers of the state, Tamil Nadu state.
In the public meeting held on the final day of the Padayatra in Trichy, which is also the formation day of the CITU, Tapensen, the General Secretary of CITU, alleged that the union government is following pro-corporate policies and unfolding anti-working class laws. He called for a united fight by all the sections to defeat the anti-people actions by the Modi-led BJP government.
The system of exploitation and their political agents sitting in the governance. CIT was born through intense struggle of the then working class movement with the call of unity and struggle. And immediately after the birth of CIT was sought to be isolated by all others. But strength of the slogan of unity and struggle and the conviction with which CIT was born, not merely to fight for the demands of the workers, but for also to fight for the uprooting the regime of exploitation, the exploitative system. That was the CIT's constitutional directive. So the strength of that ideology and unity of struggle ultimately isolated those isolationist conspirators in the governance, and within a period of 7 years the entire country noticed all the trade unions was compelled to come on a singular united platform against the Industrial Relations Bill. In support of the railway strike, within 4 years, the trade unions have to convert themselves, most of the trade unions. Within 7 years, the total unity against the Industrial Relations Bill, and within 12 years, the first ever national countrywide general strike, united general strike by the working class, in cooperation with the peasants and agricultural workers, braving the police bullets and atrocities of the then government, where 10 comrades were martyred, 4 workers, 6 peasants and agricultural workers. And Tamil Nadu also, state of Tamil Nadu has its share among those martyrs. Three comrades died from Tamil Nadu. This is the history. This is the historic execution of the historic necessity of the time through foundation of CITU. In this completion of 53 years, we must cherish and take a pledge, because today's situation, at that time, trade union movement faced a danger of derailment towards class collaboration. Again, the entire country is facing a tremendous challenge of destruction, a tremendous challenge of the poisonous infiltration of the divisive forces in every veins of the society. Only to help the corporate fathers of those in governance at this moment at the center. A biggest challenge in defense of our country, in defense of the democratic setup, in defense of the people's unity, and the challenge and combat against the nastiest poisonous element which is now governing the society, governing the country. Almost all the central trade unions, except the RSS one, all the national federations of workers in the employees in the service sector, all they are in the same platform. And that platform, another signal achievement in these 53 years, that platform of trade unions raising a political slogan that this enemy of the nation must be removed from the governance. This slogan was given by the joint platform of central trade unions against the anti-national, destructive, divisive regime led by corporate communal nexus in governance must be driven out. That slogan was raised from in the midst of the united platform of the trade union movement. The unity has achieved a definite political height and consciousness. Today's task is to carry that slogan up to the micro level, grassroots level, to execute that in operation. And we are heading for that task before us.